Всем привет! Говорит и показывает f1news.ru при поддержке Casio России, за что спасибо, конечно же. Сегодня мы общаемся с гонщиком команды Альфа Таури Пьером Гасли, который в этом году с каждым этапом выступает все лучше, все увереннее. И как раз о том, как для Пьера складывается этот сезон, мы и поговорим. Now you are ninth in the championship, yeah? But what is the goal that you put before yourself for this year? Let's imagine that the rest of the season goes perfect, no DNFs. Let's say normal situation. What result you might be dreaming about?
I think objectively, I'm fighting for 8th position with Ricardo. Who I'm happy for him for the race win in Monza, but on one other side, I'm not happy because he scored many points, and now I have quite a lot of points to recover on him. But I think there are two targets on the team side, which will mean a lot to me to get the 5th position for the team in the team championship, because it's something that never happened for us as a team since these guys are in Formula One, and I would love to be able to bring that. And then in the driver championship, I think I'm 9th. The 4 guys ahead of me are Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, and McLaren, and we know they have a bit more performance than we have. But still, I think Daniel. Let's see how he does. He struggled a bit at the start of the year. He had this amazing race in Monza, but he might struggle as well for the next couple of races, and that will be important for me to really, as you say, have no DNF, score every point every weekend, and who knows, we might be able to get another podium, and I might be able to get him in the championship. So that will be amazing if I can get that 8th position back in the championship.
Well, one thing for sure is that the car this year is, let's say, good, maybe not perfect. You know better the qualities of it, but at least it's good. But everyone is hoping that next year car will be much better because it's new generation of Formula One cars and so on and so forth. What do you already know about the next generation cars, except, of course, let's say that model that we saw there at Silverstone? Have you already started to work with the 2022 machine in a simulator? Let's say how you're preparing for it, at least, let's say, some general things that you're able to tell us. And do you believe that those new cars will really help to make the whole show better?
I've seen the car in Silverstone. I think it looks pretty cool. Looks very futuristic. I haven't tried it in the simulator. I know it's planned in the next couple of weeks to have already a first feeling, but obviously, as you said, the guy starts from a brand new sheet of paper because the whole regulation is very different. So there is obviously a lot of development week after week, month after month. The car is getting better and better. So that's why I haven't tried, because it's changing so fast. But no, I really hope, I kind of feel like new regulation can bring new opportunities for all the teams. You have the budget caps now, which should help the midfield team like us by reducing the amount of money the top teams are putting in the sport to develop their car. And I want to believe that it's a great opportunity for us to hopefully fight with these guys, Mercedes and Red Bull at the top. So I believe it's still going to take a few years before we really see us fighting for this with these top guys. But already we can close the gap, and we saw already what's possible on some tracks in certain circumstances. Still possible to achieve podiums or even race win like last year in Monza. So it can only be a positive for us, and I'm very excited to see what it brings to us.
Okay, thank you. Of course, the changes that are happening nowadays, let's say, are made for good, and unfortunately, not all the changes are like that. For example, the departure of Honda probably is not, let's say, such a joyful event, but it's inevitable and it's coming. Do you have any concerns about the engine situation, which will be new starting from the next year, when not Honda but Red Bull will continue work with power units?
First of all, I'm very sad to see Honda leaving. I've had a very successful relationship and working relationship with them from 2017 already. And it's a shame because now we are very competitive together, and I think there is a lot of success coming for us. But on the other side, I'm really confident, Honda as a company and their mentality, they're gonna make sure that we can exploit the engine in the best possible way. We are still using the same base, their project, and obviously they want us to do well after working together for so many years. So I'm confident they're going to give all the tools we need, and also Red Bull needs to make sure we are competitive over the next few years. So that's not so much a concern.
That's good. Let's hope that you're right. And of course, all the fans of AlphaTauri and Red Bull Racing, they all are hoping that, let's say, next year will be even better than this one. Okay, so Casio watches. It's inevitable that we are speaking about also this high-tech equipment, which we all are using every day, including me, by the way.
Yes, well.
Yeah. Were there any situations when some of the multiple functions of Casio watches were really handy, like stopwatch or automatic zone changing system or whatever, on track, off track, during karting training, or in your everyday life?
I would say, being a F1 driver, we obviously travel a lot and changes country pretty much every 2 or 3 days. So changing time zone pretty much all the time. And I think that's one thing that I probably use the most, or which is the most useful for me, is this automatic time zone that you can set on the watch. And even when I'm away, I have my family in France or in Italy, which is the same time zone, and now we're gonna go to USA in a couple of weeks. We're gonna go in Mexico. It's 7 hours time difference, but at least I'm still up to date. So I make sure I don't call them at 3 in the morning when the family is sleeping. So I would say that's for me the best option from all the watches I've been using, and helped me. Obviously, time watch as a driver is always useful. Because we're always counting the time, but in the car, luckily I have the car doing it for me, so I don't need to take the time for myself. So yeah, automatic time zones is for me the most useful.
Okay, thank you, Pierre, and of course wish you good continuation of the championship. Спасибо всем, кто был сегодня с нами во время этого видеочата с гонщиком AlphaTauri Пьером Гасли. Спасибо Casio Россия за поддержку. До новых встреч!